Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast.
From the Good Grub and Gears Car Show and Fall Festival in Stevenson Park in Friendswood, Texas, it is the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show, presented by the Space City Corvette Club and sponsored by Emmons Autoplex in Webster. This is the award-winning In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Coming up, interviews with none other than the man himself, AJ Loupe. He's the one that's kind of running all this.
Oh,
What did you say? What did you say?
No, I just said.
Did I interrupt?
No. He asked me a question, but I tell you, the best part of this is getting to do what I'm doing right now.
That's it. Yes,
sitting down.
Yes,
not with us. Be the first and last and only time of the day.
Yeah.
Later, I'll give you my thoughts on driving the refreshed 2025 Ford Explorer. Jeff has the Motor Minute, and we got that and more coming up on this segment of the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Today, an extra hour. We're here till 1 o'clock Central Time. Howdy. Along with Mike out of this world, Mars, we always need more of Jeff Zekin, Chief Engineer David Ainsley, and I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us today. Thank you so much. And all of the fine folks that are here today enjoying the show, I know that they are thrilled to be here, as are we.
Yeah.
We were fortunate in the fact that you guys set us up. You set us up here in the front on the main road into the display area. So we got to see all these cars driving by. We got to smell the cars driving by.
Parade.
It was a parade.
I need to preface this. This is my first time here, but evidently you've been trying to get Don out here for 20 years?
No, it's about 25.
25.
Oh, man, I look here.
What is that?
God love
and
you,
you didn't bring all of us
Gee,
one of those?
What do you call
that? You know what? So Scott Gordon.
Hold that up to that camera right there.
No, this one. This camera
this one here? There you go.
Y'all see that?
Yeah.
With Cole's helping hand. This is my favorite thing that he
does.
What
is
this? It's mashed potatoes with chipped beef. And I'm telling you what, this is like cracking
You know what I thought that was? I thought, oh, my gosh, what a great-looking malt or milkshake that is.
So
chocolate on it.
We were in a committee meeting last year, and I said,
don't go away.
I said, man, I don't care what we do. I said, I just want my mashed potato bowl. And I said, I want it to where it's in a sand bucket pail like we were kids with a shovel.
Yes.
And that's exactly what he did. He brought it it was a big old pail, and I had to eat it. But it was great. It was great.
So I have to ask you, pardon me, I have to ask you, are those fresh potatoes? They're instant potatoes. Made with love. All right.
And that's his name, Johnny Love.
All right, we're going to have to get in line here.
Man, I tell you what, I sit down and all this stuff just starts appearing. This is pretty good.
You know why? Because you're on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show.
Right there.
It's the magic.
What's the name of your business?
Tell
them. Tell us.
Yeah, it's Cole Helping Hands. They're the food truck right over there. And they've been doing this event for the last several years. And actually, Scott Gordon is probably the best one. I could have him talk to you guys.
I think that we need to have a few vendors on this show before the end of the day.
Look at that.
Yeah.
What do we have here?
Oh, my.
Oh, this is the Crust Pizza lady.
Crust Pizza lady,
yeah. I mean, this is kind of like the state fair that you've got going here.
Is there a filet mignon booth around here, maybe?
Well, what's funny is I told that young lady when she was coming in, I said we were on, thank God we were on Fox 26 News yesterday promoting the event.
Man.
And I don't know why, but the first person that the first name that came out of my head was Crust Pizza. Why, I have no idea.
Are they down here?
They're in League City, and apparently one of our members just wouldn't hush up about it.
Well, there's one in Sugar Land. I met the owner about 2 months ago.
Okay.
Oh, really?
I've never eaten there, but I'm about to.
Yes, we are.
Yeah,
apparently
I'm going to get loaded up here. I'm going to have to hit that treadmill.
Well, here, you got plenty to wash it down with. It's all good. Thank you. We've all got
I'm going to have one.
Thank you.
AJ doesn't have one.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so we're thinking maybe
good.
the state fair is what this is kind of turning into here with all of the, fried Twinkies and stuff in a bucket and shakes, and I'm in.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad you guys finally made it. You especially, because, I always felt like Charlie Brown in the pumpkin patch waiting for the great white pumpkin that never came.
Well, here he is.
Yeah, here you are. You made it.
I don't know if I'd say great, but I will tell you this. I spent 2 hours cleaning that thing up yesterday just to come down here.
Wow, bless your heart.
I know.
It looks good.
Thank you.
I've got some if you need some more practice, just
I
let
know.
me know.
I've been
I'll give you
offered
my
that.
address.
I've been offered that
Yeah.
a lot. 35,000 original miles on it.
Wow, it looks great.
It's a 2021, and it's a 6-speed manual transmission, semi-stock. I mean, it's got some Don Armstrong modifications to it, but we could put it back in less than a day to the way it originally was.
Right.
So
yeah, it looks.
I bought
great.
some new wheels for it this year. You like them? Those are let's see.
They look like C7.
They're C7. I think that those are Z06 wheels.
Yeah, they look
or
great.
knockoffs, actually.
I like those. It's got just the right touch to it.
It has that Corvette look, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not too much. It's not enough. It's just kind of like just right.
Thank you.
Because you can go overboard. It's
believe
a
me, I
disease. You start going down that rabbit hole. Depending on how big your wallet is depending on how big that shovel is, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, the set of those from New York, that's where I bought them from online. They were $1,500 for all four.
That's good.
It's a good price.
Yeah,
I felt good about it.
Oh, yeah.
And they delivered it as promised, and I was pleased.
That's good.
What a turnout today.
Yes, we good Lord bless us with this weather, and it's kind of like ants to a picnic when you have weather like this.
Well, that and the fact that you've got such a diverse amount of cars and a diverse style of, everything here, from old hot rods
Right.
that are completely redone, resto mods out the wazoo, beautiful, really nice Corvettes here. You got a whole bevy of Mustangs right behind the in-wheel time machine. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you're a car guy, this is your place.
This is the
Bring
place
your
to be.
family, and the way that it's set up underneath the trees, man. I mean,
Yeah.
it just. And the city of Friendswood will let you do this?
Yes. So 18 years ago, the city of Friendswood did the spring car show. And then I noticed they never did a fall car show. There was a Friendswood Friends Church. They had done 3 car shows. And just as it's starting to gain traction, they stopped doing it. So I'm thinking, wait a minute, why? The spring show needs to do something like that in the fall. So at the time, our club's fall car show was kind of like the redheaded stepchild. It just didn't really get our Corvettes and Crawfish spring car show. That was like the one. So I'm like, we need to do.
I wasn't invited to that.
Well, I have to be careful, right? No.
Yes, exactly. You do now.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to come to this one first. Now that you've been here first, then
you're free to go.
Yeah, absolutely. But I said, we need to do an open class car show, and get all these.
Everybody,
cars.
yeah.
Yeah, and the first year we did it, which was 12 years ago, we had 143 cars, raised almost $18,000 for St. Jude's. At the time, it was benefiting St. Jude's, and then after that, it was Texas Equus Search. We've always, Space City Corvette Club has always raised money for Texas Equus Search since 2007. Spring was always St. Jude's, and that particular year, I didn't know that we were going to be benefiting Texas Equus Search, so we raised money for St. Jude's. So worked out great, and I think the last count I heard over there, we have 275 cars. And that's for us and for the city of Friendswood. This park is another park record. We broke it years ago at 203, then 223, then 253, and now we're at 275.
So you've got record-setting numbers on the vehicles coming in.
Yes,
is
sir.
Is there a number you're trying to achieve for Texas Equus Search?
Well, so last year we raised $100,000 for Texas Equus Search. The year before we raised $92,000. We've raised $40 already this year from our spring car show. So good Lord willing, I think we'll crack the 100
How can folks
mark.
out there that are listening and watching, how can they contribute?
So our club is matching all cash donations up to $20,000, which
Okay.
is huge.
Yeah.
And that's the easiest way to do it. And if you go to secc.info, then you can make a cash donation and we'll match it.
Perfect.
And we also got plenty of silent auction items over there. Carrier donated a complete in-home HVAC system.
Wow.
Valued at over $10,000.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I think we've got a little over $25,000 in silent auction items over there. So for your viewers and listeners, if they could come over here and open up that wallet. We also
There
have
you go.
50-50 raffles. We are doing a discount tire raffle, $1,000 gift card.
Wow.
So
Well, I want to go back to the car show
4
thing
tires.
here for a second. When I started showing cars, it was at the first Corvette show. You're going to drink that right in front of me, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
It was at the first Corvette show, and it was down at the Albert Thomas Convention Center, and it was nothing but Corvettes. And it was fine. And it got me going. I really enjoyed all of that. And as the years have progressed, this was back in 1980, I think. As the years have progressed, car shows have evolved.
Oh, yeah.
And to go to a model-specific show, that would be a gathering of a club on a Saturday night with your friends in the club today. Mm-hmm. Back then, we had only one club, and that was the San Jacinto Corvette Club back then. And I joined the club, and they welcomed me in, and it got the passion going. It was a lot of fun for a lot of people. And we truly were blessed in the fact that I had lots of friends to help me with the car, and I spent a butt full of money on that car. When I was done, I paid sticker for it, 1976. It was a 77 model. I paid $11,000 for it. When I got rid of it in 1982, I think, I had $35,000 into it, including the original price, of course. But, back then, it was a ton of money. All of my money went into the car. And we all know, as car guys, how easily that can happen. Yep. And today, there's every kind of car. There are factory stock cars here. Daryl's got a brand new C8 over here.
Yep.
But there are some really factory. I saw a 63 split window coupe that looked all original, sounded original. Original tires, hubcaps, not flyer wheels, none of that.
Right.
It's in here somewhere. They parked it but ran by us.
Yeah.
That's one of those. So what I'm saying and what I'm getting to is there's every kind of car here. And there's such a nice setting with the great big walkways. I see lots of kids in strollers here. I mean, it's a great event. And I was so impressed last year. Matter of fact, I called Mars. And I said, Mars, I think we need to really consider coming down here. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad y'all.
And I'll say this. And this is not
This
is not a put down of any of the other car shows, not at all.
Oh, no.
Woody's got the waterfront car show.
Right.
That is unique to itself. I don't know of any other one like that. But this one is so unique and so nice under the trees here. The only thing that I can kind of relate to is a car show that we go up to in Granbury,
Texas, yep.
And that obviously is just south of Fort Worth. And it, too, is in a park. And it's similar, but it's not this.
Right.
Yeah. But this is a beautiful setting. And I told them, I said, look, I'm leaving the house at 6. I know how these things work. There's probably going to be a line of cars down the street. The line of cars was only in the driveway to get into here. Yeah, the way that you've got it set up with your volunteers, I guess, with Space City Corvette Club, man, got it together.
David Garza, our vice president, what a rock star. I mean, the parking crew, and then right now we got over 25 judges out here judging all these beautiful cars.
You going to judge mine?
I try not to judge you. But,
Good. We judge them all the time.
But, yeah, we couldn't do all this without the volunteers, right? And they get them in this park quick. In about 45 minutes, the meat of it is like y'all saw.
I noticed that.
Well, kudos to the city because the way the park's laid out, it's perfect.
Oh, yes.
Because you've got a wide path or a walkway, which the cars are using, and then you've got jogging trails, you got walking trails, you got things for the kids to do.
And it goes back there about 10 miles, doesn't it?
Something like that.
Yeah, and see, I was going to put you guys down there at the pavilion. That's where I was going to put you. When Mike came out here, I guess it was a few days ago, right? He was, giving like a law of the land, and he was asking if he could pull cars up. I'm like, because we're
not
jockeying for spots.
Yeah.
It's just not going to work. I mean, even right here, he was like, can we pull a car up? I'm like, I said, but I'll put you right here. And I said, you're going to see everything go by you.
Right.
It's like the parade going by.
Yeah. Right.
Which I think worked out good.
Yeah.
Right, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once we get our new $100,000 camera like they have at the television stations, where we can use the cell phones and we can broadcast that signal back across the world, that's coming. Mars is going to foot the bill on that, and then we'll be able to go anywhere in the park.
We need 2 cameras, Mike.
And we'll be able to see the car in the back of the park, run it through all of this. David's going to get it on the air, and we'll be sweet.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out how do I get on your Christmas list if he's taking care of that bill.
Listen, he worked for the phone company a long time, and we know all too well about the phone company.
Yeah.
They're ripping all of us off still to this day.
And it's worse now.
It's worse now.
And he gets
That's
residuals.
He got to pay for his retirement.
He gets
I'm
residuals.
Sure.
No, we were still paying for that, and always will.
Yeah,
to the end of time. It's a beautiful show. So,
Beautiful
anything that you want to tell everybody?
Thank everybody for coming out. First off, and then what a great organization to raise money for, Texas Equus Search. I don't think you can find anything better.
Yeah. Now, they got a booth here, do they not?
Yeah, they sure do. And as a matter of fact, I think Tammy Phillips is going to come up here, and she's going to speak on Mr. Miller's behalf.
Cool.
Okay.
On one of
That's
these.
his daughter?
Yeah.
No, she just works. She works for
Tammy
Mr.
Miller is her name?
Tammy Phillips.
Oh, Tammy Phillips. Sorry.
Yes, she's a sweetheart.
All right.
Love her to death.
Very
yes,
good.
Sir.
All right. Well, we look forward to that. And thank you, AJ Loupe.
Thank you, guys. I
It's a real
appreciate it.
pleasure.
You
Thank
bet.
you,
Whoa.
man. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I'll be
Hey,
good.
you can catch the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show 24/7 through the iHeartRadio app. Just look for In-Wheel Time Car Talk. We also video stream our live, usually 2-hour weekly show, but this week it's a bonus hour here in the
Bonus.
park on Facebook,
Yeah, bonus.
YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. Podcasts from your favorite podcast provider. The In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues right after this quick pit stop.
The original group of Loupe Tortilla restaurants will have you telling your family and friends just what the original recipe means when it comes to the best fajitas in Southeast Texas. Founder Stan Holt invites you to visit the first Loupe Tortilla near I-10 and Highway 6. Here is the original house that inspired the design of all the rest and the original charm that helped make Loupe Tortilla the go-to destination for Houston Tex-Mex. Nothing can compete with the original lime pepper marinade that everyone will agree makes Loupe Tortilla award-winning beef fajitas the best anywhere. Loupe Tortilla Katie's another location that gives you the same quality and service Houstonians have come to expect at Loupe's. It's located on 99 the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard in Katy. Find yourself in Aggieland? Head to the Loupe Tortilla in College Station. Located just around the corner from Kyle Field, it's a great place to enjoy those famous frozen margaritas before or after the game. Going to Louisiana, the Loupe Tortilla in Beaumont is on I-10, so you can't miss it. The original group of Loupe Tortilla restaurants has the best Tex-Mex anywhere, and you're invited anytime. Your car is a direct reflection of you, so don't be satisfied with color fade or a dingy, dull appearance. Get rid of those terrible automated car wash scratches. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your Save the Paint company. John Gray and his team of detailing experts can help your cars finish without a full repaint. Searching for the real experts in window tint or windshield protection? Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Dash cams, radar detectors? Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Got a new car? Get that thing protected as soon as you take delivery. If you don't know which of the multitude of protection products to go with, John Gray will give you an honest opinion and won't sell you something you don't need or can't afford. John will help you understand the many options and pricing right on the spot. He's your guy to have your ride looking its best and protected too. See the state-of-the-art shop yourself. Free tours anytime. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is easy to get to, located just south of the Southwest Freeway on the Sam Houston Parkway. Gulf Coast Auto Shield, full-service luxury car care today, and online at gcautoshield.com.
Today's show is sponsored by Emmons Motor Company and Emmons Autoplex in Webster, Texas, right down the way from us, down on FM 528, which is the NASA Parkway. And it's just to the south of I-45, the Gulf Freeway. I mean, you exit down there at NASA Parkway, and you are going to see Emmons Autoplex. Emmons boys, I can't speak higher than I can speak about Emmons Autoplex and the state-of-the-art used car facility that they got there. You swear up and down that you're buying a brand new car when you're there. The people that work there, tremendous, friendly. Some of those guys have been there since the beginning.
Yeah.
And that goes back a long way because Mr. Emmons, Sparky, he started the whole thing years ago. And they serve Houston, Friendswood, Leak City, Alvin, Pasadena, Dickinson, Pearland, Santa Fe, Clear Lake, and Galveston. Stock over 750 used, some of them gently
Pre-owned,
used,
yeah.
especially the one that David bought. What year is that thing, David? An 03. An 03 is a Honda Odyssey. It had 36,000 original miles, owned by an older couple. And I'm telling you, that thing looked brand spanking new. Hasn't given him a bit of trouble, and it's really a nice buy. Mm-hmm. When he told me how much he paid for it, I'm going, oh, my God, you ripped him off. Store hours, Monday through Friday, 9 to 7:30, Saturdays till 6:30, closed on Sunday. Emmons Autoplex down in Webster. Look them up online. I think that you'll be impressed. Hey, and the October car shows continue. Cruise-ins, they're all here too. Next Saturday, we're going to be at Back to the Past car show in Spring Branch. The Hemi Hideout open house is November the 9th. We'll be there. And the holiday kickoff, Tailpipes and Tacos, November 16th, followed by Houston Autorama Thanksgiving weekend. We hope you'll stop by and say hello. Tammy, I know that you're sitting there and wanting to get on the air, but you're going to have to just be patient with me because I got to get a car review in. Is that okay?
Hey, we're just glad you're here.
Thank you. Well, we're glad to be here. Time now for this hour's car review. Had the 2025 Ford Explorer. It's available in the Active, the ST line, the Platinum, and the ST. I had the ST four-wheel drive. This is a mid-size SUV. It is no longer body on frame. When I was doing the research, I thought, what? When did that happen? It's now a unibody, 3 rows of seating with 6 seats inside. It was all new in 2020. It does get a facelift this year, all new for 2025. Exterior features, sharp-looking, restyled grille and lighting up front. ST is the sportiest of the 4 trim levels. Black plastic wheel well opening moldings in that. Forward raked C-pillar gives the SUV a sportier appearance than most others in this class. New rear lighting and quad exhaust enhances the overall look. What I liked about it, the modern yet conservative styling. This is a Ford, and you can tell it's a Ford. I think you'll like it. What could use improvement? In my mind, nothing. Interior highlights. All new interior has enhanced the usability in my mind. Dash has 2 screens now, one for instruments, one for the infotainment system, with the new Google-based system running it. Comfortable, supportive seating with awesome new coverings. Dual phone holders above the center console on the dash. That was unique, and I really did like that. One was the charger, and the other one
just a holder.
Mama's got just. I want to hold my own phone. Okay, well, if you want to put it down, there's a place for you. What I liked about it, the optional 13.2-inch infotainment screen. Get it. I'll tell you that. It's huge. It's Tesla-like inside.
Wow.
Secret compartment in the in-floor cargo area so you can hide stuff. And I know, Jeff, you've got lots of stuff.
I got a lot of skeletons I need to hide.
3-liter EcoBoost V6 based. The base is 300 horsepower EcoBoost 4. This one has 400 horsepower, 415 pound-feet of torque, 10-speed automatic transmission. It'll tow up to 5,600 pounds. 18 miles per gallon city, 24 on the highway for combined to 20. I got 21.1 miles per gallon over 382.3 miles. Plenty of power for towing and people. Ride and handling. Well, I liked its ruggedness. I like the rugged feel of this. It isn't a wallowy SUV. Base trim price, $57,100. I had a pre-production model, so the approximate test price is about $60,000. Base model price, $39,755 is what you can get into one for. Competitors include the Acura RDX, $44,700, the Mazda CX-90 for $37,845, and the Kia Telluride for $38,000. That's estimated because they don't have one this year. It's priced that I could find. So there
Interesting.
You go. And that is my review of the 2025 Ford Explorer. Thank you very much. You are welcome. The Motor Minute.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Don, I
want to talk to you about handicap. Something that's near and dear to us. Have you ever driven around a parking lot and wondered if you could just slip in that handicap spot for a few minutes, you'd be okay? You think that?
No.
Well, no, you won't. 14% of Americans with disabilities affecting their mobility have access to parking with significant impact on their lives. There's different types of handicap spaces. Did you know that there are 2? I knew there are 2. Standard handicap spaces, these spots are a white wheelchair user painted over a blue background. And then there's van accessible handicap parking spots where it's the requires a larger parking area to accommodate the side entry and rear ramps. These vehicles need that extra space, and it's identified by white diagonal lines painted next to the spot. Handicap parking rules and etiquette. There are specific regulations for anyone who holds a handicap parking permit. If you do have a handicap parking permit and you hold one, it's valid in any vehicle that you are in, whether you're a driver or a passenger. So it's registered to your license, your driver's license, your TTL.
But you need to take it with you.
You do. You need to take it with you. You must never loan out your handicap placard because you're going to get in trouble. You're going to lose the privilege of that. So, for most cases, have respect to the handicap spots and the folks that do have handicap placards, you also need respect too. So don't just take up 3 lanes and because you're handicapped doesn't mean that you can do that. So be respectful on both sides, Don.
Do you know what I do? I never park in a handicap space, but I will park in the Walgreens pickup space.
Well, that's because that's your space.
It is. Nobody ever parks there that I have ever seen, ever. Even when I didn't park there. So I'm thinking, I'm parking there. I gave them a lot of money throughout my years. I used to eat at their damn lunch counter in Waukesha, Wisconsin. So they should have that. Did you eat at the lunch counter in Waukesha? If you ate there, those plate lunches with your mom, then by golly, you're welcome. And thank you very much.
Another thing with handicap, you're not supposed to drive with that placard hanging from your mirror.
No,
it
blocks
actually
the view.
says on the back they can take it away from you if they catch you doing that. But nobody ever catches them.
I need some more pizza
Do you?
rolls. No, I don't. But boy, they sure are good.
Those are good.
I've got to tell you this story. Well, I got 2 minutes. All revved up with no place to drive. The 10/10ths Motor Club changes that. Speedway Motorsports owner. You know who that is? He's the operator of racetracks across the country, teaming up with automotive titan Rick Hendrick, chairman of Hendrick Automotive, to create a 100-acre exclusive automotive entertainment complex in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, there you go.
Playground for fast cars is slated to open in April. 10/10ths Motor Club includes the 10/10th circuit, a versatile 1.7-mile lighted course.
Whoa.
Designed by former Formula One driver Alex Wurz.
Oh.
Circuit boasts 3 configurations, including a 13-turn, 1.1-mile short course, a full 19-turn course with 112 feet of elevation changes, and lighting allows for nighttime sessions.
Good.
Complex also includes the 10/10ths Clubhouse, a 20,000-square-foot space that fits 1,500 people for your birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
Climate-controlled members' garage, lounge, and mechanical service support. Speedway Motorsports CEO Marcus Smith, remember Bruton Smith, is his son, said 10/10ths, which sits just outside turns 1 and 2 on the property of Charlotte Motor Speedway, about a mile from Hendrick Motorsports Complex, beckons to a range of drivers, pro racers, collectors, and enthusiasts. Both he and Hendrick nodded to the family's 40 years of friendship, saying pairing together made it special. I'll say, can't wait to see that. Hey, if you'd like to get in touch with us, shoot us an email. The address is info@inwheeltime.com. Back after this quick break.
That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.